musical film that came out in 2012 that is directed by Tom Hooper, and that stars Hugh Jackman, Anne Hathaway, Amanda Seyfried, Eddie Redmayne, and Russell Crowe, and that movie is the 2012 movie version of Les Misérables. Okay, so this movie adaptation of the famous live-on-stage musical has just begun, and so far we are off to a rather epic start with Look Down, our first musical number. Alright? So our main character, a French prisoner named Jean Valjean, played by Hugh Jackman, has made his first appearance, and given his parole status, I should not be surprised that he is having such a rough life right now. 8 years have now passed from what we are seeing, and Jean Valjean is now proving to be redeemable, as he is now a respected businessman who creates jobs by being the owner of a factory in France. Fantine, a secondary character played by Anne Hathaway, is now singing our next tune, which is I Dreamed a Dream. I guess she too must have dreams of her own, am I right? She has now resorted to being a prostitute. That is not a good thing for anyone to be, whether they be a man or a woman. The musical number that is now playing in the background is Master of the House. That is quite the interesting choice for such a song as this. Fantine has earlier passed away tragically enough, but her illegitimate daughter Cosette has since grown up, and is now played by Amanda Seyfried, and a student revolutionary named Marius Pontmercy, played by Eddie Redmayne, has fallen in love with her. Now they are singing about their love for each other in our next tune to come up, which is called A Heart Full of Love. Quite the romantic song it is for a musical like this. Oh, now we are getting a song that even I feel like singing along to, and to be exact, it is called One Day More. A showstopper of a song it is to listen to. A French crowd is now singing Do You Hear the People Sing? That is another musical track that even I am finding myself enjoying. Chaos is now spreading on the French streets, as soldiers are now roaming them, and the civilians are mounting resistance to them. The French civilians and the soldiers are now clashing with each other in the most violent ways imaginable, complete with bullets being fired and flying through the air. Now we have seen the aftermath of all that violent chaos on the French streets earlier, and my was it pretty rough to witness. Oh dear, we just saw someone committing suicide by jumping into the Seine River, and that someone was Javert, a police inspector played by Russell Crowe. As the end of this epic musical journey draws near, we are finding out that Marius and Cosette are getting married, but that unfortunately Valjean has died peacefully as well. How bittersweet an ending this is. Overall, the 2012 movie version of Les Misérables is an excellent cinematic take on the famous live-on-stage musical of the same name, with brilliant acting and directing and a wonderful soundtrack. Join me next time when I review Space Jam! I'm Flick James Flick, your one and only movie reviewing secret agent out there.